Beto O'Rourke, the Irishman who identifies as Hispanic, unleashed his candidacy for president and celebrated his platform to break the back of America in El Paso, Texas, by keeping the southern borders wide open.
We will find security, not through walls, not through militarization. We will find security by focusing on our ports of entry that connect us to the rest of the world, so we have a better idea of who and what is coming in here, and we facilitate the trade and travel connected to millions of jobs around this country.
Meanwhile, Mexico warns that a caravan of over 20,000 Central Americans is heading towards the U.S. border. While, as the Arizona Central reports, U.S. Border Patrol officials in Arizona said they have started releasing migrant families from their custody into the streets of Yuma because processing centers can't cope with the large numbers of arriving families and minors. Additionally, Princeton Policy Advisors researcher Stephen Kopitz projects that in 2019, there will be up to 500,000 illegal aliens at the southern border who successfully cross into the U.S. undetected by Border Patrol agents.
2 weeks ago, I briefed the media and testified in Congress that our immigration system was at the breaking point. That breaking point has arrived this week at our border, and nowhere has that crisis manifested more acutely than here in El Paso. On Monday and Tuesday, CBP started the day with over 12,000 migrants in our custody. As of this morning, that number was 13,400. A high number for us is 4,000. A crisis level is 6,000. 13,000 is unprecedented. The arriving flows are made up primarily of Central American families and unaccompanied children, over 65% of them. These groups cannot be repatriated expeditiously and instead are almost guaranteed to be released to remain in the U.S. indefinitely, regardless of the merits of their immigration or asylum claim. And within that flow are thousands of criminals, smugglers, gang members, and public safety threats that we're sworn to protect this country from. With up to 40% or more of our personnel in key sectors like El Paso working to care for, transport, provide medical and hospital watch for families and children, that means our security posture at the border is negatively impacted. The same criminal organizations that are smuggling migrants, profiting from them, abusing them in the journey, are benefiting from our reduced security presence. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing adults who are trying to evade capture behind those families as we're bogged down with large groups.
As the surge continues to be unmanageable, Trump's warning that the borders will be closed sets up yet another fight with Congress, as another partial government shutdown could begin soon if negotiations continue to stall.
Number one, Congress has to act. And number two, Mexico, they make so much money from the United States and so many other things, so many other assets. They have to grab it and they have to stop it. We have right now two big caravans coming up from Guatemala, massive caravans walking right through Mexico. So Mexico's tough. They can stop them, but they chose not to. Now they're going to stop them. And if they don't stop them, we're closing the border. They'll close it, and we'll keep it closed for a long time. I'm not playing games.
The Democrats should be proud of their anti-American intentions. They are still winning the unprecedented United Nations battle to destroy America from within.